sees a lot more traffic than usual. Is Turin's ship here?
Present and undamaged. It appears the crew are rendering aid to refugee vessels.
Good. Put me through to Cato.
A moment.
Adam, meet me at Freight Terminal 17. We can talk while I work.
He's not at the casino, huh? That's different.
We have a medical emergency. Is there anyone who can assist with burn trauma? Transport, gather any aid supplies you have. I'll walk you through triage on a private channel.
I'm dockside, organizing food distribution. You'll have to come meet me.
We'll look for you. We lost our base, but it sounds like we're not the only ones who are homeless.
You lost your... Huh? Marianne, get the crew at Pier 6 on the line. I'll have something sorted for you by the time you get here.
Damn, a lot of people got uprooted by this.
This is the tip of the iceberg. There are refugees all over the DMZ. The Okar are allowing Colonial Fleet in for disaster relief.
I guess Cato isn't so bad after all. He's really doing all he can.
Speak of the devil.
Adam, there you are.
Mr. Cato, thanks for all your efforts and for putting us up.
A lot of us went through this before. 15 years ago, when the war broke out. People here take care of each other. Alec was there, a fellow survivor.
Eat when you can, sleep when you can, gotta be practical.
He might outlive us all. Adam, walk with me. Now, we go back, you and me. So I'm gonna do you a favor. We both know you can't operate out of Terrine's ship. I'm in a position to help. I'm hooking you up with this old beast, the Golden Ace.
Wow, it's huge.
Wow! This old jug keep? I never thought I'd see it again. I used to entertain for Mr. K back when this was doing cruise runs for the old drunks off Prescott to Palamon Crater. An old Colonial Fleet carrier, you know? After the war, they sold it off. Mr. Cato got it for a song. Ah, those were the days. Come on, I'll show you around.
Are those slot machines?
Wait, is this a cruise ship?
The bridge, where all the action happens. No daiquiris on the consoles, if you please. First round of shots with the captain at 1400 hours.
That's not safe.
The cafeteria, where the party really starts heating up. Just keep the chefs away from the wine. Here's where you bunk up.
Spacious.
No more than 2 to a bed, please. I learned that the hard way. And the hangar. I guess you guys will be doing all your chit-chat here when you return from a mission, since that's what you seem to do all the time.
So, what do you think?
We could fit all our ships aboard for sure, but nothing's ever free with you, Cato. What do you want for this?
I'm not all about ulterior motives. The DMZ is my home too. But I do gotta ask you something. This isn't a trade-off. This is an ask.
Just hit me with it.
Look around. We got people sleeping on the hangar deck, and more ships arrive every minute. We can't fight the Ancients. But why would they attack us at all? Someone needs to get to the bottom of it.
I've no intention of leaving the people of the DMZ in this predicament. We'll do what we can.
Your help would be appreciated. I'll have my people transfer your cargo aboard. After that, she's loaded up and ready to go.
I'll head to engineering, start learning these systems.
How much were we able to save from Rhodia? Did we lose any ships? How are we for supplies?
Everything was still loaded aboard my ship, from when we evacuated Dax's self-destruct.
Cato helped us offload it to the Aces hangars and cargo holds.
Adam, what we learned about Kions, how they warn of ancient attacks, that needs to be shared with the public.
Commissioner Hawk could get the info out, but she's probably too busy running evacuations to respond.
Tareen, can you forward our data to Fallon Pango? Tell him to spread it as far as he can?
Will he not require compensation?
Not for this. Meantime, we should figure out where the attacks come from.
These overlays feel different from beacon incursions. The manifold surges then ebbs, like tides, Kliko. There's motion in both directions.
So, if we find a place under attack, we can follow the bad guys home?
And risk getting stuck there. Those portals don't stay open long.
Good point. I'll send a remote through.
If that is to be our course, there are quivers in space-time from the direction of Cephas.
Scanning. There are escalating Kion emissions at Forlorn Vale.
I'll head out. The rest of you follow Ben's lead. Get familiar with this ship.
Citizens, please! The Colonial Fleet is here to provide aid and protection. We need all your ships to move to a central anchorage point. Our escorts will be posted around that perimeter.
Hawk is here already? Hive, can you get me into contact with her?
Hailing, we have been placed on hold. There are 3,416 ahead of us in the queue.
That's a no, then. Let's focus on getting to the Vale. G&B haven't evacuated their dig site. Hive, show me where the portal will appear.
Done.
G&B, an attack is imminent. Commissioner Hawk wants everyone to evacuate to Prescott.
Yeah, we heard the broadcast, but...
Go. Don't wait for us.
Roger that. Everybody in the cargo hold, hang tight.
D&B freighter. You're not jumping. You need help?
Nah. Our super light drive busted a coil. It'll only take a few minutes to replace.
You may not have a few minutes.
On station. Drone prepped. Kion spike.
Launching the drone.
Recorders active, compensating for spatial turbulence.
Let's see where we are.
Drone systems are degrading rapidly. Enhancing.
What the hell is that?
Signal loss.
What happened?
The Kion radiation on the far end is of lethal intensity. The drone's hull disintegrated in seconds.
They're coming through. Freighter, what's your status?
Still working on our drive. Can you cover us?
Sure as hell try. Inbound.
I know!
Hive.
Astrometric observations suggest the far end lay somewhere within the Ushak star system.
Ushak. That is a sanctuary in Okar space. It's accessible only to the clerical caste, normally.
Normally? We need to find out why the Ancients are attacking us. Is there a way to get there?
The comet Eshahar lights the firmament. For my people, this time is a holy festival. Many join the pilgrimage fleets heading to Ushak to witness Eshahar's perihelion and elect a new Grandmaster of the castes.
Could humans join the pilgrimage?
It is difficult for me to say. As an outcast, I may not be welcome there myself.
Any idea who could say?
Perhaps Emissary Sareth? If Prescott's Okar embassy can get you an audience, he may be able to aid us.
Port Authority, this is Adam Roslin. I need to visit the Okar embassy.
Emissary Sareth has you on their clearance list. We'll tell them you're coming.
In this season of Eshahar, I offer shelter, water, and the hands of friendship. I am Stuart Filtoth of the Servant Caste. Emissary Sareth spoke highly of your deeds, Adam Roslin.
I'm grateful you have time to meet. Your people must also be busy dealing with these attacks.
No. The Ancients have entirely stayed their hand in our space.
They're only attacking human settlements? That's...
Curious? Yes. The Prime Extremists were quick to claim it as a sign that humans have offended. A vindication for their cause.
My crew's investigating the attacks. We have evidence they originate in Ushak. I hope to meet Emissary Sareth and ask if we could join your pilgrimage.
That is... an extraordinary request.
I know. But if Ancients are only attacking humans, then what Prime says may be true. Maybe we have offended them. If so, I need to know how, and make it right.
I came here to assist my caste peers with their pilgrimage. I may grant you leave to accompany me as far as the emissary's fleet. You must convince the caste leaders of your intentions to journey further than that.
All I'm asking for is a chance.
You have been granted passage among our stars, have you not?
I have, yes, but my friends haven't. And we have a new ship, the Golden Ace.
Then meet me at the way stations in Kayit Dominion. I can assist your group's passage through the border. Roslin, you will need to register your friend's arrival aboard the way station.
You already have clearance. Is there something else you need?
I have friends who are going to join me. They're aboard a ship called the Golden Ace.
The Okar government is not admitting refugee transports.
Pardon my interruption, Practor. The Golden Ace is a member of our Pilgrim Party.
That is highly irregular, Steward.
I understand. Please log this under my name. Let the responsibility be mine alone.
Be it so. Proceed, Adam Roslin. But walk softly among our stars. This is a sacred season.
Tareen, you're clear to enter Okar territory with the Ace. Meet us at the Pilgrim Fleet.
We'll see you there.
Steward, why did she accuse my crew of being refugees?
As we are not attacked, many humans wish to shelter from the ancients within our space. They must be terrible foes.
They can be. I've run into them a few times in my work. What do you do for a living?
Me? I suppose I'm best known for building houses. Our ships are jumping for the Pilgrim Fleet. We will await you there, Adam Roslin.
I can't believe the Okar let the Golden Ace through just because Viltov asked nicely.
The title of steward does indicate a position of some importance within the servant caste.
That's a lot of ships.
And more arrive each hour. Ah, speaking of which...
Anifas Nutai Rasab.
Aram Nulepe Ana.
I did not expect your vessel would be so... colorful.
It was, a gift.
Lisa Nyan Nyan Adtal Adada.
Nandawaju Jaju Nimazin Union.
Engaging translation protocols.
We request a position in the fleet and parley aboard the Ishada. Our group includes unusual supplicants.
So I see.
It is the season of Eshahar. There is a seat for all by the hearth.
That is the tradition. Take position, Eshkot 2-1. Parley is approved. Golden Ace, send one small craft to Ishada's dorsal dock. One only.
Understood. The peace of the ancients be upon us.
It best be.
Adam Roslin, meet me aboard the Ishada.
I'll see you there. Tareen, wanna come? Maybe you can give me some cultural pointers?
Would that I could. As outcast, I fear my presence might give offense.
I'm sorry, I didn't think of that. Do you think I can trust the steward?
Do you not know who Viltoth is?
He said he built houses. Is he an architect or something?
When a groundquake devastated Rack, he showed up with 50 servants and a few toolboxes. In 6 months, they rebuilt dozens of communities. He has sheltered thousands. You may trust him to walk a righteous path. Go now, and may fortune follow your steps.
Communication traffic in the fleet has surged. It seems we are quite the topic of discussion.
It is an honor to welcome you aboard the clerical vessel Ishara, Adam Roslin. I hope you find your visit pleasant.
I'm grateful for the hospitality.
I will guide you to Emissary Sereth.
So, you guys have a nice setup here. I always wondered how regular Okar live. Is everything on a communal basis?
We exist collectively. Everything is shared.
So even between castes, there's solidarity?
Of course. Our paths might be chosen for us, but we are all as one.
I mean, are members of the servant caste happy with the roles assigned to them?
Our labor allows the other castes to focus on their own responsibilities. I find service to be a source of spiritual well-being, which I suppose you would term happiness. Caste is not destiny. Some servants labor. Others are architects, merchants, explorers, and all voices reach the Grandmaster's Council.
How does one become a Grandmaster?
The Grandmaster is elected at the holy event of the arrival of Eshahar in the Ushak system. We are here.
Adam Roslin, at last I have the opportunity to formally thank you for your endeavors in saving our sacred Eshahar from danger.
I only did what was right, and to extend the cooperation between our races.
Your wish to join our pilgrimage to Ushak Sanctuary has already been heard. I must say it is an unusual request. You and your crew would be the first non-Okar to visit this sacred space. What can you tell us about your intentions there?
I seek answers as to the ancient oddities that are attacking the DMZ. I believe the source is in Ushak.
I understand the urgency of events. I hear all. You must appreciate, however, that your request comes during a planned congregation and election of governance. A critical time for our people. There is concern that your arrival in Ushak may trigger some calamity.
Concern that could only be expected, given your troublesome reputation.
Allow me to introduce Ultark Eshara, who is escorting us to our destination.
I don't know what you've heard about me, Ultark. I try not to make trouble, but sometimes I do have to resolve it.
Some of our kin might see your actions as selfless and heroic, but I still object to allowing subspecies to attend our most holy occasion.
And you, Viltoth? How does the servant caste regard this petition?
The scriptures say a pilgrim must come to the ancient seeking truth. Not that they necessarily must be Okar. Mr. Roslin seeks truth. Allow me to vouch for him and his crew, that they may accompany us as guests of the servant caste.
Your most learned response is of great value. Then the way forward is clear. I hereby grant you the status of Honorary Pilgrim. However, I must add that your joining us does not come without danger at such a delicate moment in our internal politics. I must trust you not to create strife and adhere to our rules.
I doubt that the human would be able to follow the rules, much less understand them. I have to attend other urgent matters now.
Stay true, Adam. Much hangs in the balance.
Looks like we're going to Ushak.
There is still considerable radio traffic regarding our presence. I expect word has already spread throughout Oka space.
Pilgrims, I am the voice of Okar Prime. We will not suffer human pollution of your sacred voyage.
The humans have been granted a seat at our hearth. They are fellow pilgrims.
Ridiculous. Insulting! We have stayed our hand, but now you shall know our fate.
This is Ultark Eshra. Any assault on your brethren Okar will be answered by me, personally.
Targets incoming. Supralight cruise missiles.
Scrambling.
I'm here!
You're targeting the Ace?
Golden Ace and the emissary's flagship, Ishada.
Any who aid humans are blooded traitors.
Escort fleet, engage.
Alec, Ghost, protect the Ace. I'll help the emissary.
Battle management, backtrace their trajectories. Find their launch stations. Escort fleet, we have identified multiple missile launch sites. Hold the line. The shallow car will deal with them.
New contacts.
Break and attack.
Prime vessels. They show their faces.
Remember Center Oak! In Imrod's name.
Scrap. I held back until the Shalukar left.
site sanitized.
Slayers, you have dishonored Prime by attacking your own people. Flee or die.
I might be out of my depth here.
I could have told you that the moment we met. Prime assault forces have withdrawn.
Golden Ace, how are you guys holding up?
Reasonably intact.
There's solid colonial engineering underneath the neon and fish tanks.
Now we have fewer fish tanks now. And some very squishy carpets.
Adam Roslin, your actions in defense of the Ishada were noted by our pilgrims.
I had to do something. Our presence put you in danger.
You have given me an idea. Board my vessel, that we may discuss it.
What did you want to talk about, Emissary?
In the season of Eshahar, each pilgrim must perform service to those in need.
You want me to perform a religious service?
I want you to join our fleet's torchbearers. Think of them as volunteer fighter escorts. As the fleet moves to its next destination, torchbearers precede us. They light our path and assure the way is clear.
There's debate about us joining the pilgrimage. Won't someone take offense at my presence?
This is a sacred service. Caste and clan are no barrier to being a torchbearer.
But species?
If you are constant in your duty, that will be appreciated by all in time. Your fellow torchbearers are gathering at the van of our fleet, Adam Roslin. Join them now.
Oh, Ancient, unbind the paths from star to star, bend tides of light, and hasten our steps. In your names, forgotten utterly yet eternally in memory, we pray.
Uru Shah. This is my first time as a torchbearer. Is there anything I should do?
This will be an egg run. Simply follow my lead.
Emissary Sereth sent me to serve as a torchbearer. You can call me Adam.
Then it is...
You indulge the human?
The head of my caste sent him.
Hush, Tuck. We depart for Talamuth Outpost. It is him.
I am Droshak. I assure... the harmony and balance of ship energies.
What do you know of the sacred duty we perform this day?
Only what Emissary Sereth told me. I'd love to learn more.
After our duties are fulfilled, I can instruct you. I am Hekop, a novitiate of practical theology.
It's great to meet you, Hekov. I didn't get your name?
Davar Klinath, Apex Tactician of the 3rd Skirmisher Argosy. We light the path of the Rimward pilgrimage.
Torchbearers. One among you is not Okar. All in our party are pilgrims. I see. Many of those gathered aboard possess sympathies for Prime. An alien's presence may offend them.
I'm not here to start trouble.
Smooth ape speech. Who utters such blasphemous vomit sounds?
This is an official channel. Get off the line and return to your quarters.
Disloyalty! Brethren, hear my words. Rise up. Rise and take this place. Rise against the appeasers.
Their entire energy lattice was just altered.
I think in the season of Eshahar, let us restore our pride as Okar.
Command authority has been rerouted. Torchbearers, get clear! 5 insurgents have control of our defenses.
Friends of Imra, Talamuth Outpost is now under Prime's authority. Come to our aid.
Pacify the station before Prime arrives in numbers.
I am no warrior.
Manages.
I've disarmed stations before. Never such a big one.
Then you and I will take out the exterior weapons.
Got it. Rorschach and Heka, support us.
Once we clear the immediate threats, we will board the station.
Board it? There must be hundreds of Prime members in there.
Then I shall pray very earnestly.
The docking bay is clear. Hekoff and Rorschach with me. We will board and head for operations. Adam, remain aloft. Prevent any Prime from fleeing.
Will do. If you need me, call.
We are in. Hunt with skill, brethren.
All Prime units have launched.
Adam, we are delayed.
What's your situation?
Pinned in an atrium. Our foes hold position above us. I dare not expose the others to their fire.
Hi, where are they?
Outer sector, level 47, quite near the exterior hub.
Stand by, Nambark. I have an idea.
Preceded Okar worlds to the humans for peace. Soil that our forebears built upon. Blood. Rank betrayal!
Explosive decompression.
Our foes were taken by the void!
May they pass on and find peace.
Play later. Move now.
The metal set ape destroyed our defense line. So the operations center.
Prime craft are deployed.
Adam, we cannot reach the operations center. The zealots have sealed the emergency bulkhead doors. They would take hours to cut through.
Right. Their animating energies are complicated, multiple safeguards, but... Dog? I'm sending you coordinates for key systems. From outside, you can sever the flows to the bulkheads.
If I disrupt these power feeds, you can open the bulkheads?
Yes. Please trust me.
Humans can never prevail against us. They're greedy, ruthless. Each thinks only of themselves.
The power distribution fixes. primary containment vessel.
Forgive the disgrace of the Grandmaster's treaty. Strength, not appeasement.
That's the last. Try the door, Droshak.
I have it!
Stand by, Adam. I'm about to have a frank discussion with the Prime. Telemuth operations. We are returning control to you.
Confirmed. We have authority over all systems. Just the three of you accomplished this?
The four of us.
Incredible. The Prime Radicals controlled our tertiary docking bay. Can you ensure it is safe for use?
I can take care of that. Can I expect defenders?
No. You shot down most, the remainder fled. We are concerned about traps.
Enclosed space. I recommend throwing them clear of the hangar.
Got one. Shoo. Easy does it. Yoinked. Out you go. Telemuth, your hangar is clear.
I detect an active terminal. I may be able to recover data on Prime's activities.
What have we got?
An extensive list of facilities Prime have infiltrated, and a blueprint. I will need a moment to analyze its specifications.
Rimward pilgrimage, your torchbearers speak. The way is clear. Jump at your convenience.
In their names, which are lost. Urushan. Your check-in was overdue. Was there an issue?
Nothing insurmountable, cast leader. I can brief you when you arrive.
Come aboard, Adam. We will await the fleet's arrival.
The blueprint blueprint recovered from Prime's computer is a shield catalyst. It modifies them to resist Kion radiation. This modification would also attune the ship's weaponry to more effectively pierce the Kion's surrounding swarmers.
So they're easier to kill, huh? I like the sound of that. But why did Prime have this in their computers?
The Okar do have extensive experience with ancient technology.
The important thing is that we can use it to recon the origin site of the ancient attacks.
The catalyst requires refined Cymolite to manufacture, difficult to acquire and only found in Okar space.
Adam, we have arrived with the pilgrimage fleet.
Tareen, just in time. We need to talk. I'll be right over.
Incompetent.
Thanks. Take care of yourselves, torchbearers.
May your troubles be few, and your years many.
This has already been a pilgrimage to remember.
Tareen, do you know if your people have Kion-proof shields?
I have not heard of such a thing. But as Kions are associated with the Ancients, it may be a secret of the clerical caste.
Okay. We found a way to make some, but it requires refined Cymolite. Where could I get some?
There is a refinery in the Rack homeworlds, on Gareth. But that is a heavily defended Prime enclave.
The Okar haven't objected us to defending ourselves from Prime, but I don't think they'd excuse me for attacking a refinery.
No. But the servant caste knows other methods. Let me access the Okar communication network. Connect to Gray Channel, subnetwork 771. Encrypt ultraviolet. Modulate carrier, enter passcodes, and...
Tareen, I have not heard from you in weeks. How is business?
Tarjak, I am working with Adam Roslin. He has need of refined Cymolite.
Difficult. Over the last year, Prime extremists secured all the refineries. As I trade with humans, I am unwelcome.
All the Cymolite refineries? Isn't that suspicious?
They sell to Brethren Okar, so no one takes issue. Those of us who trade with humans, we are excluded. So, as it happens, I need a human to test something I have made for another client. A smuggler's tool.
What is it?
You will see. Meet me at these coordinates.
You're heading out again? Don't worry yourself down.
Don't worry, Delia. I can handle it.
Caffeine and meal packs can only get you through a few days.
I know. While I have your ear, I've been thinking. Dax and I made you a promise back when we met.
To get me back to the homeworld, after I helped you with your escapades.
Well, the door's open. You can leave any time.
You tell me this in the middle of a humanitarian crisis?
When aren't we in a crisis?
When we met, you were hell-bent on a get-rich-quick scheme. Look at what you're doing now, running all over, trying to save the whole DMZ on your own.
I don't really think of it like that.
I know you don't. People grow, priorities shift. My work here feels important now. I stay because I want to, Adam, not because I have to.
Dock with my ship when you are ready. I have something to show you. Adam, I trust you took care of that passenger for me.
You tossed him out an airlock right in front of me.
He had a life pod, but we're here to discuss new business. What do you think?
An Okar ship, huh? Can a human fly that?
It was prepared for a colonial client. It has an adaptive transponder to avoid attention. From a distance, at least. Prime pays less attention to Brethren Okar. Fly into the Gareth refinery, discreetly grab your Simolite, and return. Simple.
Are you sure your client will let me use his ship?
It is all in how you ask. Communications connect. Route to the Drake system. Terminal B34N5.
Tarjak, how's my ship coming along?
Some of its abilities aren't functional yet, but it's ready for a test flight. This is Adam, the pilot I recruited for the job.
Hi.
Huh. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I get that all the time. Guess I have one of those faces.
Adam, I need to know if you're the right person for the job. Capable of putting this baby through its paces.
You want to see a resume or some kind of skill test?
Nah, I trust my gut when it comes to big decisions. Straight up, Adam. Top of your head, no thinking of. Do you like beans?
Yes?
Cool. Let him fly, T.
I will forward our results once he returns.
It's been nice talking to you, Adam. You're doing me a big favor. Signing off.
Seriously? That was it?
Never question good fortune. You can leave whenever you are prepared.
What do you think, Hive? Comfy?
There is a 10 nanosecond response lag. Translation delay, I expect.
I'll take that as a... slightly uncomfortable. I guess I'm lucky Okar and humans are both humanoid. At least I fit in the seat. Oh, Tarjak said the ship's abilities aren't functional yet?
Correct. Some have been installed, but are not integrated with the flight controls.
Well, let's hope we don't need them. Time to blend in and fly casual.
Prime may not question an Okar ship, but avoid venturing close to patrols. Doubtless they have markings and recognition codes that we lack.
Unidentified craft. Tower airspace is restricted to scheduled pickups. Stay clear, and we won't have any trouble.
I guess it was optimistic to try the front door.
There are outgassing vents around the perimeter. It may be possible to enter through one.
Looks like the central vent is in use, but it's capped off.
Disabling it should cause another to open. A basic failsafe mechanism.
That's got it.
Expect unpredictable air currents. It is a manufacturing exhaust port, after all.
Bigger than I expected. Where do I go?
There is an entrance to the blast furnace works on the far side of the cavern. A number of Prime vessels are patrolling. Best avoid them.
want me to fly through a furnace?
It is the most expeditious path.
Is it safe?
Of course not. That seldom deters you. Remain alert for observers in the shaft.
This place is a maze. Where to next?
We are approaching the end of the purification mechanisms. I advise using the containers as cover. The accumulation of credits seems to make humans happy. A mystery why. Filled with refined molten cyberite.
They're probably too massive to grapple, even if we could detach one from the conveyor.
Loss of power should halt the production lines, allowing you access to the cyberite within.
Cutting the power will alert Okar Prime that we're down here.
The power systems can be disrupted here.
How do we transport this molten simolite?
Refinery coolant reservoirs are below the conveyor. Simply drop it in, then recover the solidified ingot. now cool enough to store in the cargo bay.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Intruder in the refinery! Contain them, brethren!
Rapid ascent via the main cargo shaft is recommended.
Through a gauntlet of prime firepower. Swell.
This vessel is equipped with a cloaking device.
Is that one of the abilities Tarjak said wasn't ready?
It is one of the ones I said had been installed but not integrated with the controls. I am able to activate it, briefly.
You know, that would have been useful earlier. Do it.
Short-range transposition jumps are also available. The ship's other two devices are not presently installed.
What did you think?
It got hairy in spots, but you can tell your client it got me in.
Perhaps in time, but I only...
No? You're not a...
Prime War... Oh, I don't believe it. The Ancients are gone. Only their works remain, ticking along on their own mysterious tasks. If the Ancients actually turned their eye back to us, well, what could a beetle do against a hurricane?
On that uncomfortable thought, I should head back to the pilgrimage fleet.
Remind Tareen he owes me a case of Karen talk, no less.
Got refined Simulite. What now?
First, I will take a sample. Reverse engineering the refining process will allow us to replicate it in the future.
Refining seemed pretty intense. I was flying through these huge ovens.
Those are only needed for bulk quantities. We can handle the amount for a shield catalyst.
To survive the Ancient's Kion radiation, craft a hexaspatial catalyst. Attach it to a shield and install it on board your fighter.
Alec and Ghost better modify their shields too. I'll give them a hand with that.
And I will modify the shields of a drone, so you may send it through an ancient portal.
Good to go. Hive, how's the drone Eduardo?
It is still, if more...
Got it.
Kait Nebula is close.
Tareen?
Do not...
I'll be quick.
Ah, damn it. See you.
Hey, Ghost. Got a question for you.
I got nothing else to do while we fly to Chi-8 Nebula. Hit me with it.
We ever gonna be on first name terms? You call me Adam, but I still use your call sign.
Ghost is who I am, man. Quitting Briggs was a bum. Better forgot.
You're all right with that? Giving up your identity? Your life? I mean, you only did that to escape your debts, right?
Debts, thugs, repo agents. I had plenty of reasons to lie low.
But the gangster you owed, Sandpiper? He's dead.
Mm-hmm. And my debts were cleared when he took the long walk out that short airlock.
Well, you're not on the run anymore. And you have a pardon from Commissioner Hawk.
You come near a point, make it.
You could leave the DMZ. Live honestly. With your skills, you'd earn a fortune as a mercenary.
Coffee's free here, no expectations. I'm good for now.
Big signal on Chanaat. You interested in doing some science today?
System-wide scan for Kion radiation.
There are escalating emissions at Okrot Trading Station.
Let's get there before the Ancients do. Alec, Ghost, meet me at Okrot Station.
These new shields are gonna work, right?
If they don't, we won't need to worry about it for long.
Grot trading station, this is Roslin. You are about to be attacked by Ancients.
What? Are you kidding?
Dead serious. Get ready to defend yourself.
Tully, arm the defense grid. Liu, get the families to the deep bunkers. Look, Rosalind, we can hold off Redeemer crazies, but what the hell are we supposed to do against Ancients?
Stay calm. I'm here to help. I've got friends on the way.
I have pinpointed the swarmer's expected ingress point.
Let's do this.
Adam, we're here.
Great. You two protect the station while I send in the drone.
Roger that.
Compensating for spatial distortions.
How are the new shields, Hyde?
Stable. You may proceed. Get a clear view of the sky. Radio astrometry will allow me to pinpoint the site's location. Scan complete. Analysis in progress. There are anomalous structures attached to the ancient devices.
What's their purpose?
Unclear. Lokar vessel on approach.
Friendly?
Unknown.
Can they see my drone?
Not with the level of Kion radiation.
I'll risk a closer look.
Prepare the next sortie.
Its markings suggest Prime affiliation.
What's Okar Prime doing here?
Animate.
It signaled the devices attached to the ancient structure.
And that caused new swarmers to coalesce.
As good a term as any.
Connect to the Drake system. Target the next human settlement.
That proves it. Somehow, Okar Prime are instigating the ancient attacks.
Rosalind, we could use some help.
We are losing connection to the drone.
What's the situation?
We got lots of shooty friends.
Trying to carve up the station. Nothing is nothing.
Ghost, Alec, focus on the heavy.
After the fight. Gotta have a reason to survive, right?
Most people live for their family.
I have 42 kids. You think I ever get a share of the ice cream at home?
Another to Stardust. Another to Stardust. Target destroyed.
I could really go for some ice cream. In the middle of a fight? After the fight. Gotta have a reason to survive, right?
Most people live for their family.
I have 42 kids. You think I ever get a share of the ice cream at home?
Result.
I could really go for some ice cream. In the middle of a fight? After the fight. Gotta have a reason to survive, right?
Most people live for their family.
I have 42 kids. You think I ever get a share of the ice cream at home?
you kids? Do you think I ever get a share of the ice cream at home?
the ancient weapons sent by Okar have been defeated.
Lockrod Station, how are you holding up?
We're in good shape. If you told me this morning we'd be attacked by ancients, I'd have expected to be dead by the end of my shift. You three did right by us. Thank you.
We get what we came for?
Yeah, let's get back to the Ace. They should be at Ishazar by now. We can talk there.
Last one back buys the ice cream.
Hive, did you finish your analysis? Where are the swarmers coming from?
The facility you explored lies in the northern hemisphere of the planet Khalet, in the Ushak Sanctuary system.
The Okar aren't gonna want to hear that. Golden Ace, we're on our way back. I've got the origin point of the ancient attacks.
Roger that. We just jumped to Ishazar. Hell of a view. I haven't seen so many city lights since I visited Seoul.
I bet Eden 12 has nice big skyscrapers. You ever regret passing up that luxury retirement?
What, and miss all the excitement of getting shot at? I've been thinking about my uncle. After he retired, he spent all his time in the garage building racer drones. I'd like to keep my hands busy, to feel that I'm making things better. Fixing what's broke. Bettering what's flawed.
You've certainly done a lot of that since we were slogging in the mines.
Callahan's leadership was definitely flawed.
about to depart. You had best dock quickly.
I am pleased you made it, Adam Rustlin. Your absence in this final hour would have been questioned.
Sorry, Steward. We had to respond to an attack in the Kite Nebula.
Ben said you found where the swarmer attacks come from.
Yeah, a ruin on Colette, but that's not all we learned. Okar Prime are provoking the attacks. They trigger the ruins to create swarmers, then send them through portals to human space.
Isn't that, I don't know, heretical or something for Okar?
We do not worship the ancients. Better to say, we keep a respectful distance.
Either way, will the Okar believe that Prime are messing with these ruins?
Well, I've got a full sensor record. The question is, how do I get it to the Okar leadership?
Golden Ace, this is Filtoth. The Pilgrim fleet departs for Ushak shortly. We need to return to formation.
Thank you, Steward. We're coming.
Return to honor them. Light each hearth and raise your voices in song.
The visitation of Eshahar is nigh. As the spirits of our ancestors return to guide us, meditate upon the choices to be made. The events of the coming days will decide our next generation's path.
Feels like we're walking over somebody's grave here.
Fear not. The tombs of Ushak are quite empty.
That's not actually reassuring.
Adam Rosslin, I must leave to attend a private meeting. If I do not see you again before the visitation of Eshahar, may it grant you peace and determination in the coming cycle.
Wait. Steward, is there a way someone could speak with the Grandmaster?
For what purpose?
I told you my crew was investigating the ancient attacks to see if humans had provoked them. I think we learned something.
Can you be more specific?
I'm not sure you'd believe it, unless you watch the sensor logs yourself.
There is a possibility. Meet me aboard the Temple of Eshahar. Leonard Dog Zonvit Nil 4. I will arrange for an escort to meet you.
Thank you. Am I interrupting?
Join us. Have you ever witnessed a Temple Bowl performance?
I've never even... This is music?
An aid to our meditations. As cast heads, we must reflect upon the election of the next Grand Master. One of us three will be called by the people. It is written, each choice sets our future in motion. The ripples cast today shall bathe the eggs of our children's children.
Beautiful.
In my community, we skipped this ritual, but my community was destroyed by the war. It is said the monolith was the final step on the Ancients' path to transcendence, and this place, their final view of our universe.
Where did the Ancients go?
Some say they became beings of pure light. Others that they passed beyond the rim, where they rest until needed.
A few believe this universe is merely their dream, that one day all this will disappear with their waking. In the end, all we can know of them are the things they left behind.
They did leave behind quite a bit. There's something you all need to see.
That is the plateau of Merak on Colette.
And Okar Prime vessels.
Adam Roslin, did you trespass in the sanctuary?
This footage was taken by a probe.
A probe you dispatched.
The attacks on humans across the DMZ, Okar Prime are behind them. They're goading the ancient machines, using them as berserkers.
Do not make such an accusation lightly. You do not comprehend the danger of your words. The Prime are extremists, jingoists, often racists, but they are proud of their heritage. I cannot believe they would meddle with the Ancients.
Perhaps the clerical caste could check the plateau? Verify it is undisturbed.
That does not seem an unreasonable decision.
This is how you would seek the Grand Master's seat? Our people look to us for leadership. Yet at this scrap of evidence, you leap to suspecting them. For him? This human has only disrupted harmony since joining our pilgrimage. Why accept his word?
You don't have to accept my word. I recorded everything.
Records can be manipulated, faked, child's play for a hacker like Fallon Pango.
Look, you can keep this. Do whatever analysis you like.
We will do nothing. I have faith that if the Ancients are offended, they will act. Woe befalls any who provoke their wrath. The election of the new Grand Master is nigh. If anything is to be done, the next leader should decide.
Respectfully, Grandmaster, humans are dying now.
We should not turn our backs on those needing aid.
Our meditation is concluded. May the peace of the Ancients be upon us all.
The value of a deed lies in the effort. For today you have done all you can.
Hive, get me a secure channel to the Golden Ace.
Connected. Are you about to do something unwise?
Absolutely. Tareen, the cast leaders wouldn't listen. I'll need to stop Prime at Colette myself.
I will alert Elec and Ghost.
No, I go alone. If too many of us leave now, the Okar will get suspicious.
I see. Then make sure your ship is well fit. Between the Ancients and Okar Prime, you face a difficult battle.
Are you okay with this? Attacking the Ancients?
I am not okay with Prime misusing the Ancients. Hunt with skill, Adam Roslin. We will await your return.
Hi. Analyze the drone data from the plateau of Merak. I need a way to disable the ancient portals.
Would it not be less controversial to drive away the Prime forces?
Yeah, but there are millions of Prime members across Okar space. I can't fight them all. If we cut off their ability to send swarmers into human space, I won't need to fight any reinforcements that show up.
function by
No time for a science lesson. Just tell me what to blow up.
The projectors in the three corner pits. They hold the portals open, so to speak.
Perimeter alert!
It is the human. The one who defiles our pilgrimage.
Slay the trespasser!
hive.
The portals function by
No time for a science lesson. Just tell me what to blow up.
The projectors in the three corner pits. They hold the portals open, so to speak.
Perimeter alert!
It is the human. The one who defiles our pilgrimage.
Slay the trespasser!
Generating new swarmers with no destination.
Let me guess. You're targeting us?
Us and Prime.
Not ideal, but enemy of my enemy, I guess.
Set of projectors.
Let's close this portal.
are a movement, a crusade, the past and future of the Okar. We have supporters at every star, in every outpost, among those who sow and those who teach. There is no Okar whose community hasn't suffered at human hands. There is no Okar who does not deserve better. Stand down the energy lance. Transfer power to the shields. Break for projection mode.
The untouched ship has shielded the ancient portal projectors. We cannot presently damage them.
For what? I have to take down the whole damn frigate to get at them?
You have defeated an Okar frigate before.
Come on, that was some other Roslin.
An inconsequential distinction. Okar power networks are prone to feedback. Destroy sufficient capacitors, it will detonate.
Hell of a time for you to have faith in me.
Had I no appreciation for your skills, I would have copied myself to a quiet communication relay years ago.
I know what you are attempting, Roslin. You will not succeed.
We'll see. Unless you feel like retreating.
Multiple jump signatures, Okar configuration.
The integrity of these hallowed ruins. All Okar vessels must stand down and submit to inspection. Failure to comply will be considered admission of heresy.
Emissary, the area's full of Kion radiation. Normal shields won't protect your ships.
Our caste is well aware of the hazards at ancient sites. Prime stole their shields from us. The clericals responsible confessed their faithlessness and are doing penance.
This could be a sticky situation here.